I'm Himanshu. I'm a first year BTech student. Currently, I'm working on my communication skills in the personality development program, and I'm on the last stage of it. So basically, in this stage, I got a chance to interact with my faculties and interact with my director for enhancing my communication and the personality, because they are on one benchmark where I want to go. So in this conversation, I absolutely will learn something new from you. So for me, it's a great kind of pleasure to be here with you, to have a conversation with you. So thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot for giving me a valuable time. So are you ready for it, ma'am? So ma'am, I have heard so many things about you, that you have done so many things in your life. So I just want to, ma'am, know your name, and I just want to ask you how you are able to do so many things in your life.
Not many, but I'm trying to do a lot so that I'm able to learn from it and able to improve. Right? So my name is Dr. Shubhavita Awasthi. I have done my education, most of my education is from Kendriya Vidyalaya, school education. And because of my father, as he was in government service, so I have done my education from different parts of India, from UP, MP, Rajasthan, Bihar. So during that time, I got a lot of opportunity. I got opportunity to learn about different cultures. Okay, and in my childhood, during my school time, I am active in co-curricular activities also, sports, and I'm athlete also in school, and not very good student, but average student, but good in other activities, in music, culture, sports. After my school education, because my father wanted me to be more serious about my studies, so I got this opportunity to prove myself in education part also. So I have done my graduation from Kamla Raja Girls College, and here I have selected this subject, psychology. It was introduced to me. Before that, I don't know about the psychology. Afterwards, I was very keen to know about behavioral aspects, personality, clinical aspects, different diagnosis, therapies, and behavior. Okay. And in my graduation, I got to know that whosoever will get the highest marks in graduation will get one of the very famous award there, that is Dr. Sanjay Maurya Gold Medal. That award is introduced to me by my psychology professor. So it was my desire to get this award. So I have done a lot of hard work during my 3-year program of graduation, and I have achieved that, and I got this, that gold medal. And afterwards, because I want to pursue my education in psychology, so I have took admission in MA Psychology in Vijay Raja Girls College, because that time I was the only student from my batch who is ready to pursue psychology in further studies. Other students have changed their streams and they have changed their course and other things. So then I have took admission in my psychology PG. There I met with one of my professor and head of the department, Professor Neera Srivastava, and my mentor is Dr. N.K. Naraj, who acknowledged me with different, the source of psychology, and I will be able to give credit to him because he is my godfather. He directed me, he guided me, he done everything so that he will be ensured that I am not having any issue in psychology field. So that time again I have studied well, and I got this opportunity to know more about psychology and this field. So I got another gold medal in my PG, and I topped Jivaji University in that batch. And afterwards, I was keen in PhD and further researches. In my PG last semester, I clarified this entrance exam of PhD, and I started my PhD journey from there. And during my PhD, because in my PG last semester I have applied for this defense services PG this psychological studies in defense services. So I applied for that. DIPR, Defense Academy of Psychological Research. And because of my grades and I have done good in my this educational journey, so I got selected in that. So I have given my interview in DIPR also, but I have chosen my PhD for my further research. Then during that time, my PhD time, I got this opportunity to be part of Amity University. So in 2016, I have joined Amity University, and same with teaching, with learning, and doing a lot of research in this field. I have submitted my PhD in 2018, and 2018 same year I have awarded with my PhD degree. So this is how my educational journey happened.
So ma'am, if we talk about yourself when you were 18 or 20, at that time you was preparing for your exams and for the college exam and fees. So ma'am, after now you are a professor. So after becoming a professor, what kind of changes did you see in your personality?
I did a lot of changes. During being a student, I was thinking to learn from other people, and I always respect my teachers, and a lot of things. I'm open to learn. But here, being professor, being a professional, I feel a responsibility that I have to give my student the environment so that they can learn too. The things which is lacking, which I felt I not get during my education, and the lacking in my, from the teacher's side. So I try my best to not to make that happen with my students. So I have done a lot of learning, teaching this programming so that my students are comfortable and they will get a lot of opportunity to learn from me. So for that I need to be updated with new techniques and methodology and pedagogy, and for that I have attended a lot of teaching learning programs of government and anti-government and central governments, and I have participated in a lot of teaching learning program type of training programs, so that I will be upgraded in my professional life. So that gap I need to fill for my students.
So from the beginning of this podcast, I have one question that I always want to ask, and which is like I'm a student. Sometimes I also feel very low. I feel very unconfident. So I just want to know from you how to overcome our self doubt and build up a confidence to achieving something.
Very nice question. Plus, I want to being a professional, being a teacher, or being a psychology professor especially, it is expected from me, and it is part of my duty that at times student need counseling too. As you have mentioned, that sometimes we feel low, we feel demotivated, sometimes because of failures, because of our expectations from other people, from teachers, parents, and other friends. Right? So these expectations make us or lead us to a point where we felt that we are not capable of doing or fulfilling all those expectations. Okay. So being professional or being a counselor, I will be able to suggest that there is nothing like self-doubt, like there is nothing which one cannot do. The impossible, as Abdul Kalam stated, that impossible is not a term. I am possible. There will be always a possibility for you. There will be always a hope, a scope for anything or in every situation. The thing is, we need to change our perspective of what great, what good we can do for in that particular situation. To rectify those problems, you need to understand the situation, the different factors because of which you are that make you lead to this situation where you are thinking that you are losing hope, or you are having self-doubt that I am not good enough to do that, or able to fulfill the expectation which are having or doing the other person, or raising in that particular period of time. So for that, I think you need to explore the different potentials you are already having. In fact, one of my favorite subjects is behavioral science. ठीक है why it is my favorite subject because this is the subject where I am able to interact with my students with this same question. And in first semester, the subject name is self-awareness, right? There, I'm always helping student to explore that self and different aspects of self. The self where you are very confident that you are having those potentials. The self, the aspect of self where this self-doubt will raise. That you are having this sort of weaknesses, and because of these weaknesses, you feel like these weaknesses are bigger than the strengths. Okay, so in that particular phase, I always suggest my students to explore the third aspect of this session, where you need to figure out what can be done in future, how you are able to overcome from your weaknesses and make your weaknesses or turn out your weaknesses into your strengths. After having that session, students are able to conquer the self-doubt process where they are feeling that this aspect, they are not thinking that way, that they are able to overcome from it. And afterwards in future, when the opportunities they will get, when the situation will be changed, when they will get help from others, when they will improvise their self, they are able to conquer these weaknesses and they are able to overcome from that. So after some time, they are able to figure out there will be no weakness in them, and they are able to overcome all these weaknesses in future. So thus hopelessness or the self-doubt will be erased automatically. So you need to change the perspective.
So ma'am, if we talk about quota and different kinds of places, like if we talk about education,
Yes.
JEE preparation and the IIT and different kinds of entrance exam, the students go there, prepare for their exam, but most of the students just do suicide. So I just want to know from you, like, what are the reason behind it? Why are they just committing suicide? What about their psychology? How can we change these kinds of things in our society?
In that case, the role of a teacher is very important. The role of family and parents are very important. The role of friends are very important. Okay. Again, the reason is same, that student is feeling that everyone is expecting that from him or her, that he need to crack that exam. And when he think about it, he thinks like, if he is not able to do that, there is nothing else remaining in his or her life, and why he lead or he will be that point because of the impact or impression his family, his friends, his teachers giving to him or her. Like, if you are not able to do that, you are not able to do anything. You are not good enough to do anything in your life. You are worthless. So that feeling of worthless make them very restricted, where that point of time they are not able to think about anything else. But if I will do that, suicide or something like that, if I will end my life, that disappointment which is created because I have not achieved that, to my family, to my friend, to my teachers, or whosoever I know, those who are expecting a lot from me, so that will be ended. That thought process are disaster, which need to be eliminated from that thought process or the statement he is receiving at that point of
So
time.
ma'am, in all these kind of situations, like there are so many exercises for our mind, meditation and pranayam. Can meditation and pranayam help a student in these kinds of situations? Because meditation can help us in just collecting our all thoughts and being in a calm situation. So can a meditation help a student?
It may help when you feel like you are able to conquer the stress, able to minimize the stress which is created created by the expectation which
Really
others
well.
are placing on them.
Oh.
Okay. So if he is ready to get out of that stress, then only meditation and every kind of management technique will help. But if the person is not able to think beyond the expectation which is placing by others, then even though he is doing the exercises, the tension, the psychological stress is as it is, and it will be not removed. Right? So again, it will be suggested that although you have set your goal that you need to crack the exam, but you need to understand this is not the end of your life. It is a part of your life to pursue your goal. And there will be other things also. Sometimes the student herself or himself do not want to crack the exam, but because of the family pressure, because they want him or her to prepare and crack the exam, they are doing that. So interest, conflict of interest, and the option he is taking or she is taking, if these 2 points are different, then it will create problem to a student, for the student. So it is very important for parents to understand what the student want to pursue. There should not be a conflict of interest and goal, and short-term goal need to be framed so that the student get motivated and he is able to achieve and able to realize that he achieved a lot of things and it is just part of life.
So ma'am, I think there is a one most reason behind it is relationship. Because we are not able to express our feeling with our parents. Like, just like if I want to be join a defense and my parents are pressurizing for preparing for the JE examination and I am not able to say like, no, my mom, I want to do it. So sometimes we are not able to express in a very well-defined way. So I just want to know from you that if we want to build a very good relationship with our loved ones, with our family, so what kinds of way and what kinds of technique we need to apply in our life for enhancing our relationships?
So I think there will be a role of psychology here and the counseling, right? So as we all are aware that now government made a rule that every school need to hire 1 or 2 counselors for the students. And after a particular period of time, and whenever a student require any help, they are able to and free to approach the counselor, right? So although about psychology, there will be a social stigma that if a student is going to a counselor or a person is taking any sort of counseling, so there will be a very abnormal kind of psychological, you can say, the thought process or stigma in society that the person is mad or he is not stable or that he should be eliminated from a social group. Right? So they make that person separated from us, anyone, any group, any particular group. That make that person realize that even if I am having an issue, even there will be a help for me, but I should not go there because people will see it and they will start pointing out me, and that will create a lot of issues. So saving him or her from those issues, they deny to get help. Right? So why I am stating that counseling, in every school there should be a proper counseling procedure for each and every student, and we need to normalize the counseling process, whether it is career counseling or whether it is psychological counseling for students, so that they can get help in stress management techniques, in different, even it need to be done for the teachers also, so that they can frame their teaching methods or pedagogy in the classroom appropriately as per the requirement of each student. Because in one classroom there will be different students with different IQs, aptitude, interest, and their different ideas, right? So if a teacher get help that how she need or he need to frame her or his teaching pedagogy, that each and every student will feel valued and each and every student will feel that teacher is interested to teach us and they are also rectifying our issues, and they feel free and they feel like they are taking our issues and they are resolving it, so they share their views and ideas. Not for the students only, counseling need to be done for the parents, especially in 10th when students get chance to select their career subject, and afterward in 12th when they are about to select the colleges and the career options, right? So in both the levels, they need to get proper counseling for teachers, for students, for parents, so that they get aware about the interest and ideas of their um, child, and they will sensitive about the issues, that they should not force the child to select a particular course because he want to do that or they want to do that and they didn't get the opportunity in their time, so they want their child to select that course although the student is not ready to select, right? So that make a lot of conflict in student, why it is imposing on me, why they are not able to understand that I'm not ready to do that, I want to do that. Also, students get influenced by other friends also. So they should know that they need to select a subject or the career option they need to opt, so that they are able to do what they are capable of, and they get valued for that. If I'm not good enough to do one thing, so if I'm not able to do one thing, at least I have the second option, I'm able to do that. If I'm good in doing that and having the potential and abilities to performing this type of activities more appropriately than the first one, then I will get appreciation for that work and I will do it more better than the first, right? So this kind of intuition, this kind of information, this kind of counseling need to be given to parents, teacher and students.
So you told me about counseling. So I just want to know, I just want to tell you for one thing first. Like from this platform, first of all, I would like to say thanks to all the psychologists and all the counselors, because if I talk about myself, 1 year ago when I was suffering from different kinds of problems, at that time one counselor helped me a lot. So first of all, thank you sir, thank you for helping me a lot. I'm just telling this because psychology plays a very pivotal role in my life. If I'm able to sit here, I'm able to ask a question to you. This is because of psychology, because at 10 times one psychologist helped me a lot. So I think psychology is a integral part of our society. It need to be mandatory for the society. So ma'am, like if I talk about my that side, like when I was suffering from the anxiety and the despair, and I hope everyone will not face that kind of situation. So if someone is facing, then what kinds of techniques we need to apply in our life for just overcoming these kinds of things?
Although a support system is very important for any student or child, that support system can be his or her friend circle. That is why it is told that you need to select your friend very properly. Okay, you should have that selection process very. You can say that to understand each and every aspect of it, that what friend circle you are choosing, you should be aware of it, right? And family, they are very important too. So family interaction is very important. Like in this time when everyone is busy in his or her own life, profession, and studies, sometimes family didn't really get any time to interact, to have lunch, dinner, breakfast together, to go for holidays, to check out whether one is having any issue or not. Parents are get very busy and they feel like they will provide some sort of gadgets to their child and he will be busy in that and that will be sorted out because he is not complaining about things. So rather person to person interaction, they prefer have digital connections, right? Like social media, like other social platforms. So they feel like there will be a lot of probability and possibility of fake identities and different criminal, indulgence and a lot of things there about which the child need to get aware, right? So, yes, your question is regarding
Stress and anxiety.
anxiety. So the friend's role and the family member's role and the teacher's role is very important. If they feel like in classroom a student is suddenly not participating in classroom activities or in studies, or they will feel like he is getting isolated. Although before that he was normal, he was talking normal, but suddenly we are noticing some excessive change in some person. So generally we ask for it, like what happened to you, is there any issue? If that person feel connected to you, then only he will share his or her problem. If you feel like, I don't know, if I will share it with her or him, he will discuss, he will make it a discussion point, and he will tell other people about my problem and they will make fun of me. And because of that, he will deny, no, kuch nahi hua hai, it's okay, I'm fine, this kind of statement. Some specific statement make you aware about there will be something wrong with that person, or there will be sudden change in his or her behavior regarding his frustration about simple statement or things, like he make himself isolated from his social group and he will not talking much, right? So certain specific behavior or body language tells you that there will be something wrong with that person. The time you will feel that change, you should go for the check. What happened to that person? Okay. If your friend circle is good, they will try to interact, try to know about your problem. If you are not having good friend circle, they will avoid it. Oh, होता रहता है इसके साथ भी. It's okay, होगा कुछ. Even though parents, they will feel like it's okay. Now he's growing up. He's able to tackle his or her problem. It happens in this age group. It is very normal. But if they will check it out, if they feel like there is something wrong with my child, so they will check it and they will ask you what happened to you. They will spare some time for you, like your father, like mother. Specifically, they come to you, what happened to you? Is there any issue? Is there any problem? The specific warmth which we are feeling when we are surrounded by our parents, it is different than we are with some stranger, right? Here we feel like they are able to understand you, and with a stranger we feel like they don't understand you, right? So the connectivity is different. So that connectivity make a child feel safe and trusted and feeling like he's able to share his problems with his parents, and they are the only people who are able to understand him or her and able to help him in any situation, right? If a child will get that sort of safe feeling, then he will be able to rectify anything. But if the child is not feeling safe, if he is not feeling that warmth from other people, so he will feel like no one will be able to understand me. He will feel again worthless, self-doubt will raise. So again, that counseling session need to be provided to parents also, that if you feel like your child is behaving in that manner, a different way, you should check, not to neglect that he is able to handle it by his own. You need to check what happened to him, what is happening in his classroom. That is why we are having teacher-parents meeting. In fact, we are taking our friends to our home. Parents know that what is your friend circle. If you are not picking up your phone, they will call your friend to know whether you are right or able to talk to them or not. You are okay now, your phone is dead, or what happened to you. So your friend will confirm the same. No, he's fine, his phone is dead, he will call you back. Or if there will be an issue, he will inform you.
You told me one thing, and if I talk literally, from today I will surely work on the friend circle. I just realized that friend circle is very important to our life. We need to work on it. We need a very virtuous friend circle for doing something great in life. So if I talk about myself, after 12, when I just enrolled in MIT to my BTech admission, so I got to know about psychology, and after that I just got very curious about it. I started reading some books. First book that I have read, Karma by Sadhguru, and second one is what everybody is saying, right? Jovi. He was ex-FBI agent. And still currently I'm reading Seduction by Daniel Carnegie. So I just want to know from you, if I'm a BTech student, if I want to read psychology from scratch, so from where I need to start?
You need to start from basics.
From this.
I think that MIT is a very good platform where you are having this subject behavioral science. I really feel like being
I'm
science
also
is
feel very fortunate to have that kind
although
of subject.
students don't like this subject because it is one credit course subject and weekly they are having only one class, so they are more serious about their course subject instead of neuroscience. Although if you will really take the activities and the social awareness program very seriously, and seriously you will do these two assignments, they will help you and develop your personality a lot. Because in JOS, why we ask the student to perform those activities individually and submit the assignment, so that we are able to make the student realize the individual potential or ability he or she is having, so they are able to work on it. But in group activities or in social awareness program where you are making your groups, it makes you to involve with other students so that your communication, your coordination will be improved. Some of your leadership abilities will get improved. But obviously uncertainty is there where students are not very serious about doing these projects. Otherwise, it helps you a lot in your personality development, in your group abilities, group coordination, communication, and everything. That is why this subject is placed, so that being psychologist, being a psychology professional, we will be able to help each and every student of Amity University, and we will be able to help them to realize their own potentials and able to work on the weaknesses and rectify different problems they are facing in day-to-day life with their friends, with their families, with their teachers also. Sometimes students came to us and they will tell us about the difficulties they are facing in their classrooms, and sometimes we are talking to their teachers to letting them know what difficulties the student is facing and how you need to just change a little so that the student feel involved and they will get benefit from that.
So if I I just want to say that I don't want to end this conversation, but it's too long. So it is my last question that I always wanted to ask. One piece of advice that you would like to give all the students of my age.
I will say you all need to be very conscious about what is happening in society, and you need to study well, and whenever you will feel any difficulty in any situation, just remember that you have every potential, you have all the strength to deal with that situation, and every problem is having solution, so you need not to worry about anything. Everyone is here, whether it is your friend, family or teacher, they are here to help you.
Okay, ma'am, thanks a lot, ma'am, for giving me your valuable time. It means a lot to me that you give your valuable time. And I have learned so many things from you, and from today I will surely apply all these things in my life. So thank you.